Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a quick introduction video and I wanted to welcome all of the new members to the group. I appreciate your support, and if you know anybody who has lupus and is looking for support, please send them this way. We are definitely here to discuss things that we have issues with and just give each other support. And it doesn't even have to be lupus, it can be really any autoimmune disease or any chronic illness, because the support for those is basically the same. So, if you know anyone that suffers from any of those, definitely feel free to send them on over. Basically, I am giving you insight to my journey because lupus has been such a crazy roller coaster for me. So, my name is Melanie Bettis, and this is my page, Taming the Wolf Within. And the reason that it's called that is because lupus, if you don't know, is, I believe, Latin for wolf, and the reason that lupus is called that is because of the butterfly rash that you get across your nose. Something about looking like a wolf, or looks, I don't know. I never got it, so no big deal, but I just think it's a really cool thing to kind of run with, since lupus really is part of your identity when you have it. And my goal in life is to tame my lupus, and I am kind of laying down because the tripod that I was using wasn't working, so I am holding the phone myself. But anyways, besides that, so basically what this page is for support, like I said, but also to, share with you what happens on my journey. Now, in the beginning of my journey, it was really scary. I was 21 years old. I had a 2-year-old son, and I thought I had the flu. This was back in 2001, and I thought, well, technically 1999, end of 2000, and beginning of 2001. I thought I had the flu for like 2 months. I was actually on Medicaid, so I had a really hard time finding a primary care doctor. And I finally went to a doctor who was basically like, either Medicaid pays me or they don't. I don't really care. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help people. And so he did. He looked at all my numbers and everything, and he saw that I was a very sick person. He just wasn't sure exactly what I was sick with yet. So since it was the end of 2000, it was the holidays, he asked me to come back at the beginning of the year 2001. So I kind of was letting the holidays die down before I rushed back, and he wanted me to see a rheumatologist. I didn't know what that was. At the time, I had just heard of rheumatoid arthritis. So over the holidays, of course, I Googled rheumatology, and I looked at all of the illnesses that rheumatologists deal with to see which ones might match my symptoms. And lupus nailed it. Like, everything that I had was on the list for lupus. I think you had to have 7 out of 11 symptoms to be tested, and I had 9. So I was pretty upset because everything I read about lupus was like, it's lethal, you're gonna die, it's a terminal illness, there's no cure, it's just everything you don't want to hear, basically. People with lupus, it said, can't always have children, they can get cancer easier. I mean, it was just all this terrible news that I was reading. I was 21 years old, and so, when you're young like that, everything is black and white, everything is good or bad. There's no maybe it won't happen to me or whatever. So after the first of the year, I kept getting sicker and sicker. I couldn't eat any food, I couldn't hold anything down, I would throw up. My throat hurt so much, I just drank hot chocolate all the time. And again, sorry for the camera angle. And so basically, on January 9th, I called the primary care doctor who had seen me essentially for free, and I let him know that I really felt terrible and I thought I had the flu. So he had me go to the emergency room at the local hospital, and he said that he could meet me there. And basically, to shorten up this story and not go through all the details of how it worked out, it turned out that my kidneys were in complete renal failure, and I had lupus and 2 weeks to live. So obviously, knowing that was 2001 and this is 2018, that is not how that worked out. And I can't wait to share the rest of the story with you all. And I look forward to sharing with you basically how things are going now and how much better they get every day. So thank you so much for being part of the group. If you have any questions, if you need support, if you just need someone to talk to, please feel free to post on the page. And everyone here so far is really helpful. If anyone is not, please tag me, message me, whatever. And this is going to be a safe place. I will make sure of that. So please feel welcome. And thank you so much again for your support. And I look forward to getting to know all of you. All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Actually, I wanted to tell you one more thing. I don't want you to wait to see what I'm doing now to improve my health, and I am not selling anything, so don't get uncomfortable. Basically, I have been reading a lot about nutrition, and I'm learning a lot, and I have started juicing. So this right here is actually my cucumber celery juice. I'm drinking that before I go to bed tonight, but I just want to tell you that since I've been juicing, it's been amazing. And I will even tell you that last Thursday, my doctor recommended that I start chemo again for my lupus. It was a low dose, but it was still going to give me hair loss. It was still going to cause me to be nauseous for 3 days a week. I mean, it was not something that I wanted to do. So after research and discussion with my family and some friends, everyone is super supportive of me basically doing a plant-based diet and doing some juicing and adding some anti-inflammatory spices and ingredients to my diet to see if we can get this under control without the chemo. And there have been a lot of success stories, so I don't want you to freak out, but definitely stay tuned and you'll get to see how it turns out. But in the meantime, I'm drinking my juice and I cannot wait to get to know all of you. So I hope you have a great night and I will be in touch. Bye.